very mixed emotions as to the results of how this has come down. They've not been able to reach a verdict. A mistrial declared on the first-degree murder count, guilty on the others. 3 counts of attempted second-degree murder and 1 count guilty of shooting into an occupied vehicle. Richard Kurtz, our legal analyst, is here alongside Roger Weeder. Richard, I want to ask you about, because a mistrial was declared in the first-degree murder count, does this mean that Michael Dunn will be tried? We will be back at this courthouse or another courthouse again in the near future doing this all over again?
I think there's a very real possibility of that. I've been saying all along that absolutely would. But the verdicts that have come down, those are, like as indicated, those could be 20 years plus 20 years plus 20 years. If Judge Healy were to sentence him to 75 years, the state may talk to Jordan Davis's family and say, do we really want to go through this again? It is effectively a life sentence. Do we want to go through this again? That's the only reason I think, based on this sentence, based on the verdicts, we may not have to do this again.
I think it's clear that Michael Dunn stereotyped. He even said as much in his letters, but we don't want to just, react and say that the reason why they were, there was a mistrial is because, the white jurors thought that Michael Dunn was not guilty and the black jurors thought that he was guilty. It's quite plausible and possible that everyone, regardless of their race, felt that this gentleman was guilty, but perhaps it was the, premeditation piece that was attached to it that was probably, causing obviously some conflict and discontent. We don't want to just make that assumption that because, you're a person of color or not a person of color that you're not going to really see things for what they really are.